frustrating part of it is talking about, oh, for what's going to happen next season and us building. Like, that's not what I'm here to do, especially at this stage of my career. So
ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for the Portland Trailblazers to make some trades here to start to shake up the roster. And in today's video, I'll be breaking down a hypothetical trade and also be answering the question, do you trade Damian Lillard or do you keep him and build a crazy super team around him? Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's get right into today's video. Guys, I don't really blame Damian Lillard. This Portland Trailblazers team hasn't really been a winning team, and especially this season, they have been horrendous, finishing 13th in the Western Conference with only 33 wins and 49 losses. The Blazers have young players like Shaedon Sharpe and Anfernee, but let's be real here, Damian Lillard does not want to wait until these players get good and, build on their young careers. Damian Lillard is 32 years old. The guy's not waiting for you. And just recently, the Blazers got the 3rd overall pick in the NBA draft, and this gives the Blazers a lot of power to go out there and make a trade. But what if you trade Damian Lillard instead and keep that 3rd overall pick? The Portland Trailblazers could go out to the Boston Celtics and target a trade with them instead, because as you guys know, currently as I'm making the video, the Celtics are down 3-1 against the Heat, and maybe they need to shake up their roster a little bit. Jaylen Brown has talked about his concerns about the Celtics squad, and he may be dipping from that squad very soon. So knowing this, the Trailblazers can make a very crazy trade, sending Damian Lillard to the Boston Celtics for Jaylen Brown and Derek White. This trade would help both teams, and when we look at it, Jaylen Brown is a young player that fits a timeline of the Trailblazers if they're going to rebuild, and in addition to that, you have a sharpshooter in Derek White that can be used as a spot up, as in today's league, when you have defensive players that are as capable as Derek White is an all NBA defensive player. He is a very lethal wing that you need in today's NBA. And the perks of this trade on the Portland side of things is that they get to keep the 3rd overall pick in the NBA draft, and this lets them build around Jaylen Brown and make the team even scarier than it was with Damian Lillard. And now we're looking at a team with possibly Scoot Henderson or Brandon Miller on top of all this. Then you have Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Shaedon Sharpe, and Anfernee. This team is looking very deep, and if they can make a trade like this in the offseason, damn, it's going to be scary. And when we look at how this trade benefits the Boston Celtics, they're going to get a clutch player like Damian Lillard that's known to make crazy shots, amazing scorer. He can also get players in your team involved. And this is because Damian Lillard averaged 7.3 assists per game, 32.2 points per game, and 4.8 rebounds per game. And this is a huge upgrade compared to Jaylen Brown. You get way more scoring, and on top of that, your backcourt is going to be so much more lethal, as you're going to have a defensive menace like Marcus Smart alongside a playmaking clutch player like Damian Lillard. And another important thing about this trade is that if the Portland Trailblazers don't really want Jaylen Brown, they can flip him and get a player like OG Anunoby if they draft Scoot Henderson, so then they can pair Scoot Henderson with a wing that's even more deadly. The Trailblazers have a lot of power, and with a lot of power comes a lot of responsibility, and I don't think that the Trailblazers have this responsibility in their hands, because if they're going to go ahead and jeopardize their future just to satisfy Damian Lillard, it's not going to go well. So in my opinion, I think that they should keep this 3rd pick and instead trade away Damian Lillard for a lot more young assets. Let me know in the comment section some hypothetical trades you got for Damian Lillard, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that they should trade away Damian Lillard or attain the 3rd pick and actually build around a younger team instead of jeopardizing their future? If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button before you go out as well. That's been all for your boy Muvsy Hoops. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.